What are you gonna do? Open your mouth every single time and sing? Your main account is your highlight reel. Everyone is on their main account to brag. It's okay. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Guys, what's up? It's Carla Chua, and if you're new here, welcome to the dump. Okay, so today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We're back in my desk area. I'm gonna have another camera over here, and we're going to be talking through, I guess, like a little creative process that I'm doing. And since I have a lot of thoughts, I just wanted to like sit down, yap with you guys, but at the same time, I wanted to draw. So I guess I'm killing two birds with one stone here today by doing something that I love, bonding with myself, and also getting to talk to you guys about it. So I guess let's go. Okay, so I'm really trying something new here. Okay, I am a firm believer that law school shouldn't be your entire personality. And so I want to show that as well in my vlog channel. So today we're going to be drawing together because I do love drawing ever since I was a kid. I loved to draw. I've always had like a collection of different journals, and in those journals I have many different drawings. And then there was a time when King Kylie, sorry, was popping off, I drew her. I don't know if I still have that drawing, but if I do, I will find it and I will show it over here. Let's put it over here right now. There's King Kylie for you. I love to draw ever since I was a kid. And obviously, I've lost that part of myself because of law school, because of life, you know. It's not a very, no offense, but it's not a very useful skill to have. So it was just something that I let die off. Ever since I was a kid, I always just believed, do what it takes to be successful. Or that's the way that I was raised. So we're trying to go back to our roots. We're trying to heal the inner child in us. That's why we are going to be drawing today, because I have been drawing quite a lot as of lately. So you're gonna see it here in my cute little diary. This is from, I actually don't know where this is from, but you can take a screenshot of this right now and search it up. These are my cutie little drawings as of this year. So I've really been taking the time out of my day every night actually to just draw, express myself in some way or another. This is a drawing that I did of myself in Hong Kong. I really love this top. This is one of my favorite tops or my favorite outfits that I wore. I'm really proud of this drawing because this is really what kicked off my creativity streak for the year. Well, technically I've had other ones. I've had a bout of other art styles, I guess. I don't know, man. I just tried something different. This one's kind of really colorful, poppy. It's cute, yeah, but I don't know if it really resonates with me. Either way, I tried, right? But then I really did like to draw like this. So I did try drawing another version of this, which was me just studying. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. This is the reality of who I am. This is what I look like when I'm studying. I'm sure you guys have seen me already in the past vlogs that my hair is just tied up. There's always going to be a headband there. And I'm crying on top of a law book right there. Then my phone is here from like trying to Pomodoro that shit. Then my different colored pens, my highlighter, a pencil, and an eraser there. I found it super duper cute, and this was the reason why I want to do this video now, because I'm going to be drawing with you guys another version of this girl, or I guess another self-portrait. And since I've already done me as this, you know, made-up version of myself, this is the ideal version of me where I'm just taking pictures using my camera, looking all dolled up, and this is the reality of me. I do want to show another side of me as well today, I guess, which is working out and drawing. So let's get started. I already did the initial drawing of this girl because I feel like that part is the hardest part, and I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys that much if we were doing it from 100% scratch. Normally what I'm doing is that I am just watching a video, listening to a podcast, sometimes an audiobook while I'm doing my shit. Just because it, you know, for me it kills two birds with one stone. I love a multitasking moment, as you can tell. But yeah, I was just listening to a podcast just a few minutes ago, drawing this out so that when I'm with you guys, all we gotta do is outline it, all we gotta do is color it, and we'll be good as golden. So I guess let's get started. Okay, I'm not legit with this process whatsoever, okay, guys? Like, I just have whatever I have. So this is just a knockoff of a Muji pen. I just have what I have, and like, I'm not like an actual professional artist or anything. I just do this for fun, right? This is the marker I've been using for an outline of it. Again, just something I had lying around the house. Anyway, we're going to be drawing me working out today, so I guess we can start. Okay, so this girl right now, what she is doing is that she is doing Pilates. So I have been doing Pilates for the past year, because my cousins actually own a Pilates studio. If you live near Marikina, you should go try it out. It's called Happy Pilates. My cousins started it when their mom died, and her name is Happy. So they dedicated it to her because I wanted to support them. Even if I live all the way in QC, I go to Happy Pilates all the time. Energy there is so nice. I honestly really love Pilates girlies because it's not an intimidating sport. There's no high barrier of entry. You don't really need much skill for it, and I'm not a very sporty person, so I love it. When I was a kid, I always did want to play sports, and you can ask my sisters as well. We all wanted to have a sport, but our mom didn't really let us have sports because she really believed that ACADS come first. And although I don't agree with her, I guess that's what she was raised to believe as well. So I just respect it, I don't question it anymore. Yeah, we don't fight her on it, but I really wish, me and my ate really do wish we grew up as athletes instead, because they teach you a lot of things in sports that honestly are very helpful for everyday life, like learning how to train, the discipline of training, sportsmanship, that's really important, being a team player, thinking of others aside from yourself, honestly, leadership, patience, determination, and again, as I was saying, I don't know when, that down to the wire mentality that athletes have, I really, really like it. I guess it's hope. They learn hope at a very young age. Or not hope, determination. I don't have determination. Sadly, I don't have determination the same way an athlete does, and I do wish that my kids one day will have that. But going back, Pilates is a really easy sport to get into. If you just want to move your body even just a little bit, there's like perspective to it. She's moving her arm like way back here. That's why this arm is shorter than this arm and this arm looks longer. Okay, we're gonna try to fix that. Don't you worry. Just trust the process, guys. Trust the process. So we're done with this marker over here. We're going to go on to outlining it, adding a little bit more details to the girl. The thing that I have done to make this more distinct, I guess, is to add cheekbones. I've been told ever since I was young that I have really nice cheekbones. I don't know if I do. I don't know what it looks like, but there was a time when I was in school, when I was in my all-girls school, someone stopped me, like, in the middle of a conversation, and mind you, I've never spoken to this girl in my life. I've never spoken to her, never talked to her, never seen her before. She comes up to me and she's like, wait, stop. And I was like, what? And she was like, can you turn your head again? And I went like that. And she was like, your cheekbones are popping. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And that was one of the very first times I got complimented by a stranger. I'm not used to it until now. I'm a very awkward person. If you ever see me, I'm so socially awkward. I'm so sorry about that. But something that I hate about myself is that I look like a bitch and I'm socially awkward. So that just makes it look like I don't want to talk to you. I'm judgmental. That's not what it is, I promise. It's just I don't know what to say at the start or at the beginning. So I never really start anything. I'm sorry if I've ever snobbed you. Know that I thought about approaching you, I just didn't get to because the demons were in the way. Anyway, I'm trying as much as possible though not let the social anxiety eat me up anymore. And it's going well, but I would say, and please, if you guys think this too, I would love to hear. But did anyone else get more socially anxious after the pandemic? Is it just me? Because, I really do struggle with social interactions nowadays because of the fact that I was so used to being at home alone for 2 years. So when I got back out, for one, I'd get easily overwhelmed. For two, I didn't know how to approach people anymore. It was so much easier online because it's a Zoom call, there's not much you have to do. If you don't want to talk anymore, you could just leave the call. But here, it's like you're stuck with each other in real life and you can't just blame it on bad internet, you know what I mean? So I've just gotten a lot more socially anxious ever since the pandemic. Anyway, ever since I was a kid, I did love to draw, but if you notice, I'm not very accurate with anatomy. I'm not very good at those things. I would have loved to have sharpened that skill, but when I was a kid, there was this really traumatizing experience that I had, and it's the whole reason why I stopped drawing in the first place. And I think that's why my style of drawing is very kid-like. It's not very mature. Is because I stopped drawing in grade maybe 4. Ever since I was young, I would always draw. I had notebooks with me just for drawing in school. I would bring them to school. I brought a separate notebook for drawing, separate notebook for classes and stuff like that. Oh no, I feel like I've messed up her fucking eyebrow. It's darker than the other one. No, now she has one thick ass fucking eyebrow. We're just gonna try to fix that. Anyway, oh no, she has really fucking thick eyebrows. It's because I'm talking to you guys. It's your fault, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe she just had her eyebrows microbladed for this one. Oh lord. What did I do? I fucked her up. Maybe she's just Cara Delevingne. Maybe it's not me this time. Going back when I was grade 4, I was drawing once during class hours, and my teacher, she came up to me and she made a scene and she was like, "Stop drawing, you're wasting your time." I remember it clear as day. She was like, "You're wasting your time, stop drawing, give me that notebook." And I was so traumatized from that moment that I just stopped bringing that notebook to school because I was like, for one, you saw all of my drawings. Those drawings are my secret. Those drawings, that notebook is my life, and you just took it away from me. Oh my god, I don't feel safe anymore. So when she took my notebook away from me, I swore I would never draw again. So I did stop for a while, and yeah, I just locked in on school. I became an academic weapon, quote unquote, obviously, and I lost my love for drawing. So all of my artisticness just went out of the window. Just never bothered to sharpen that skill anymore. I thought, again, as my teacher said, it was a waste of my time, so I believed her. I don't resent her for it or anything. I know she was just trying to get me to focus, because at the time I was also undiagnosed with ADHD. I'm sure she was just trying to get me to lock in. I understand that side of it all, so I never blame her for stopping me from drawing in class, but I did wish that she handled it better so that I wouldn't have completely given up on this talent of mine. Anyway, because she did tell me I was wasting my time, I believed her, and not only did I believe her, I guess I also started being really mean to myself, because when an authority figure tells you what you're doing is wrong, you start believing them. You believe that everything they say is true. I did believe that my talents were a waste of time for the longest time. And I beat myself up for it until now. I was just saying this, but I beat myself up so much for not having a more useful talent. I wish I was more talented in writing or speaking or studying. Some people have the talent of studying, okay? I wish I had those gifts instead, but instead what God gave me was drawing, singing. Guys, No offense to the drawers and painters and artists out there, or the singers out there, musicians and whatnot. Especially as someone who's entering into the law field, what are you gonna do with the drawing? Absolutely nothing. It's absolutely useless to have this talent. The talents that I have are all left brained, and I wish that I had more right brained skills. Like, I wish I was good at math, I wish this and that. Because those things, you can apply it to work, and one day those things can attribute to your success. But something like drawing, where are you gonna use that one day? You know what I mean? So I really did beat myself up so much, and I resented myself so much for not being better at other things instead. Yeah, these things are fun, and I do believe that you should have things for yourself just to express yourself. But, I guess coming from someone in my field, I just wish I had another talent instead. I wish I had the talent of like talking to people. Oh my god, I really wish I had that talent. Like being able to converse with other people, having charisma, natural charisma. That would be one of the most useful talents ever in, I think, any field. You know what I mean? I wish I had those talents instead. But instead, what God gave me were like the most introverted skills I could ever have, which is drawing, singing. I mean, singing, you can share it, but like, you know what I mean? I still get shy a lot of the time. Like, what are you gonna do? Open your mouth every single time and sing? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense in this world. What the frick do you mean? Okay, maybe we'll do kind of a matching set on her. How are we gonna do this? We'll just make her have a blue bra or whatever this color is. And guys, don't worry if it's bleeding through. I think the paper that I got for this specific notebook is actually for watercolor, but I don't watercolor because I'm not good at that. I tried. I have watercolor. It's just a medium that's difficult for me to master. Acrylics are easier for me, but I found that markers really are where it's at for me. Like, I am good at it. So this is what I just gravitate towards. Now let's put some green on the top of my head as my little pantale. Let's put some green here too, so that makes it look all cohesive. The other talents I have are all sensual. I'm a very sensual person, and that doesn't mean that I'm like, sexual or anything like that. Sensuality actually means the enjoyment of all the senses. And I am hypersensitive. Not to say that like, oh, my feelings get hurt very easily. They do. But like what I'm trying to say is like, I'm very in touch with my feelings. I know it's a gift in itself to be in touch with your feelings, because not everyone can say that they are. But the gift that I have is that, one, I'm very good with music. So that's hearing. I'm good with that. Visually, I'm very talented with visuals. Like taking good photos, drawing, smelling. I'm really good with smelling also. I learned over the pandemic how to read scents. So, for example, it's like your tongue can imagine what gravel feels like. I can do that with my nose. Another useless talent. I think that's just it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I am good with the senses. I'm a very sensitive, sensual person. But like my right brain, which one is the smart one? Okay, the left brain is logical, analytical, linear, verbal, factual, sequential. Right brain, creative, intuitive, artistic, nonverbal, emotional, imaginative. My right brain is so good. But the left brain, not so much. The way that I imagine my brain to be is that this is my right brain and this is my left brain. Like, she is stupid. Like, I keep telling people this, and I should stop telling people this, but I'm really stupid. And I get by because I work really, really hard. Obviously, when I did get diagnosed with ADHD, it all makes more sense to me now. Like, oh, I'm not stupid. I just have ADHD. I don't want her to be too matchy, but I don't want her to be clashing at all. And like, this vlog is not meant to be preachy at all and be like, people are intelligent in their own unique ways and whatever. Like, I believe it, yeah, sure, but you know, in times like this where I'm feeling down about myself, I really do wish that I had talent elsewhere rather than what I have. You know, grass is greener on the other side. Always, always, always. So this is not me preaching like love yourself and everyone's intelligent in their own ways. Yes, they are, but it's also okay to wish you had other things sometimes. But you know what I'm saying? How like I think it's okay to feel or to be aware of what you're not good at because other people are there as well. I think it's okay to be aware of what you're not good at because that just means that you can meet people who are good at those things naturally and they can do those things for you. And I'm not saying that to say use people and stuff like that. Like, no. I think God made us all imperfect in some ways for the purpose of us building communities. You know, if we were all perfect, we would not need other people. We would not need to socialize and hang out with people or make friends, make connections. I think the reason we have these imperfections is because God is telling us balance it out with people around you. Your gift is not only for yourself anyway. Your gift is something that's meant to be shared. So there's that. I don't know. Sorry to get religious for a second there. But I do believe that. I tell myself that all the time because how else are you supposed to make yourself feel better when you're not good at what other people are good at? It's very easy to compare and to hate yourself for things that you lack instead of being jealous of people, instead of resenting them for being better at you at something or having something you don't have. Make friends with them, dude. Get to know them, and then eventually they will share it with you. It doesn't apply to everyone in the world, obviously. There are very selfish people out there, but for the most part, you don't need to be self-sufficient. I think jealous people aim for self-sufficiency all the time. It's okay not to be, dude. You can't be everything. To embrace the fact that you can't be everything and find friends who are what you're not. I wish I was this stoned, guys. I'm not this stoned. I used to be at one point, obviously in college, when I had time to move around and like you're walking from one campus to another. And obviously, as a law student, you don't really get that much free time anymore to move around because it's basically a desk job, right? I also have crazy body dysmorphia. Lore drop, but I did have eating problems when I was younger. I have this issue that people don't want me unless I'm attractive, or people don't want me unless I'm attractive. So I have to keep up the look all the time because if I'm not pretty, if I'm not skinny, if I'm not ideal, no one's gonna want me. And that's the fucked up society that we live in now. So I just hope you guys hear what I'm saying, and I hope you guys disagree, you know what I mean? Like, I hope you see it and you're sad about it too. I am meant to be a mirror for you all to try to reflect on this fucked up reality as well. But like, for example, a while ago, I was just on Instagram. Mind you, I fucking hate my main account. I hate my main account. To the death of me, I wish I could just delete it, but another part of me is scared that if I delete my main account, I will lose all of my friends. That's a whole other thing. But I have a huge fear of going on my main Instagram because everyone there looks so hot, they look so perfect, they always post their achievements. And I was on my main account earlier this evening, and I went into a horrible spiral, making myself not feel good enough, not pretty enough. It was bad, but I have to remind myself as well that your main account is your highlight reel. Everyone is on their main account to brag. No one's ever gonna post on their main account like them ugly or something. That's meant for your dump, dude. So I never go on my main account because I hate seeing people perfect. Because I don't feel perfect, you know what I mean? When I was on it, there were like 5 in a row bikini photos on bikini photos on bikini photos, and I was like, oh my god, I feel so fat. And that's bad. Like, oh my god, I'm so sad that the algorithm being pushed onto me is telling me I'm not hot enough or not attractive enough, you know? It's tragic. I don't like that. I'm really sad about this hand. That's a flop hand. Can we just like cover that? What if she just what can we do? I don't know what to do with that hand. It's kind of ugly. Uggo hand. It's okay. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I'm a very big perfectionist. My therapist told me all the time before, Carlisle, you're a perfectionist, and then we have to work on that. And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, you're so extreme. I'm such an extreme person. I'm an all or nothing person. If I'm not good at something, I automatically think I am the worst at it. Obviously, that's not true. Guys, I can't stop staring at it. It looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex hand. It makes me upset. Oh my god, it's kind of embarrassing, but who cares? I think this is good content. Anyway, going back to my body dysmorphia, all caused by my main Instagram. I do feel bad in my body a lot of the time. I've had body dysmorphia issues ever since I was a kid. Like, I was, the youngest I could remember was when I was like 7, maybe 10. Something like that. Somewhere along those lines, I started puking out my food, and I was praised when I lost all my weight. So guys, stop praising people when they get thin because you don't know what's going on. It's not necessarily always a good thing when someone gets thin. Even if they look better, quote-unquote better in your opinion. I think it's safe to just stop commenting on people's weight because it's an indication of health, not an indication that you're better than them or anything, or they're prettier now. That's not what it means.